Hi, Daniel Fowler here. My child Dennis, back to you with a chapter closing. That's what we're doing. Closing this chapter. I made the decision, I publicly tweeted, and we're going to close it off because I know I'm not mentally ill, and it's time for this to end. It's time for them to stop. And so, this is not a message to them. This is just an information. And the information is, I am, most recent thing, literally right now in the hospital. I just got removed the thing last night because it was literally causing it, like right here is sore from the needle that they put in here to get blood. And they have not taken any more blood since the first night. And I admitted myself free will into this hospital. Why? Let's break down the story. Because it's time we talk about what happened. And I mentioned it, and I talk about the fact that my father, Mr. Errol Dennis, now gets to see that I am good. I'm a fighter. And I'm not just talking a fighter against, doubt and so on. I'm talking if someone tries to physically kidnap me, I'm a fighter. And he found out the hard way that I'm a biter. And here's what's happened. So let's start about where I was living. I was living in somewhere in the Old Auburn area, in a home where the landlord is part owner with his father and brother abroad. And the house is under construction, but the part that is fully constructed for years and accessible and usable is 3 bedrooms, bathroom, kitchen, and a living kitchen dining area. Other areas are now being constructed. So upstairs, where he said there's a room, he's like, upstairs, every time you come to Jamaica, I feel it's still under construction. So those 3 rooms are needed when they're coming from abroad to stay by. So I've never really talked to the other people, but the landlord I talked to, and he's the one responsible here. And I know by a certain time, the 15th of December, that they will be coming from abroad. However, because I'm on a journey with God and God making promises, 15th of December should be a big deal because the 16th of December I thought was unchangeable for Miss World. Would mean God saying I'll be Miss World and I'll be crowned Miss World this year, as in this Miss World. By the 15th I'll be out. So I had no worries about that. I'm trusting, I'm leaning fully into God and His promises. So leaning into His promises, I moved and I paid my rent and we're here, right? I do some of the things God asked me. If you follow my Twitter, you know what I'm talking. The journey was emotionally a roller coaster. Different things, I reacted different way, and then I confidently did some things, and now I'm Daniel Fowler, right? So now the date is coming up. Now it's December 18th, right? December, well, the Monday, because December 15th is the Thursday. No, the Wednesday, sorry, my bad. So the Monday came along. Tuesday, Wednesday. Yes, the Monday came along. The mother of the landlord and more came, and she's like, yo, we need to fix up. And because I know he's coming and he's gonna, the people abroad are gonna come, and they don't really give a date normally, and they just show up. But the landlord told me from before, they said the date, the 15th. So I was like, let's work with that. I told her, and she said, yo, we need to leave by then too, so you need to leave the same time I leave. So I was like, all right, God, let's figure it out. So I was like, let's do that. And I tried to contact some people who have said they have rooms for me if I ever need it. I've tried to contact, this is the one I contact first because I'm moving in faith. I said I'm already married, I'm going to be living man and wife and so on and so forth. In His eyes. And in His eyes, God's eyes, I'm married. In the law of the land, I'd be just a common law thing by then. Until the date that I set in 2 years, right? And prepare for applying for. And so I'm moving in faith. So I was like, an instruction what God asked me to do was to call my husband early in the week when, I knew the time is coming up. So I'm like, okay, God, is that you're indicating that thing's about to fix? I'm like, oh. So I called, he didn't answer. Anyways, and I called him multiple times. But no, when he's getting close, the day before I need to leave, I called him again. Didn't answer. I was like, you know what? This is important. I'm not gonna play games. And I wasn't even upset. I was gonna call anger and be upset if he answered. My thing is like, if he answered, I'd be like, oh, you answered. Well, God said I was calling you, so that's what he says. And then he reacted like, okay, well, or respond. I don't know what would have happened, but I did what God asked me to do. Because I've done it before, where God do what God asked me to do, which is to go act like I'm married, and I went by their home, and the mom was welcoming after I sit and wait for hours, and she was talking and we resolved so many things. So, you know, what would the problem now if we do what God said? It could be, you know, actual delivering what happened. So I did it, didn't go anywhere. So no, I decided to call the mother because last year she was willing to keep my stuff, and now if God in faith is saying is my mother-in-law, she should be able to keep my stuff freely again and care, and we're on good terms. And she distinctly said she's not saying God did not promise me anything. Plus, she already knows God gave her vision and dreams and so on about this long ago, that she even claimed. So much so when I came back from that day, upset, but you know, moving in faith, and they say, you know what, I'm gonna be obedient to God and claim it. I moved like I'm married. I went to someone, a mutual friend of ours, who I met last year, and she introduced me to. She's like, oh, you know, back to being in law. So this is nothing new to them. Like, their affection for me was always there from the start. I was scared of it then. Now, them acting like this, too many witnesses. So I don't even go down that road. So I called. And she was actually sound happy to hear from me. And I was like, hey, so I need to figure out something. I'm not going to push up myself to go to their house. I'm not going to force anything or force anybody. What I need is my stuff to go somewhere so I can go somewhere easier, right? I can pull one suitcase or two, right? So, hey, can you hold my stuff? They didn't even tell her that this stuff are less now. But like last, you know, whatever. And she's like, the could not fix up it now. And, you know, we'll let you know. Later, we'll call you if I remember. Those statements made me know something's off. I left that there. So I was, you know, talking to friends and so on. They didn't indicate they can, but, you know, trying to figure out, and I'm trusting God. Because, oh, God not going to forsake me. I've been through this for a while now. So even me here, I think it was all God's plan. So I'm not even watching that. The next day now, okay, we've been cleaning the whole place top to bottom. So we're cleaning the place top to bottom for the visitors from up foreign, as well as Christmas. And she wants the place to be, you know, and I'm helping her as best I can. But, you know, mothers know what they want things to be done. So I, you know, and I take myself packing them away neatly the way I want them to be so that they can be easily stored, right? And now I have more storage space. I can get this done, right? And so now to get out of her way, I packed the stuff and put them in my room. But she also needs my room to clean and prepare for, you know. So then the day come, December 15th, I decided, you know, let me push the stuff outside. So in case you want to do more cleaning, more anything, I'm out of her way. But she was also concerned, why are you leaving it out there? And I guess Jamaicans don't like anything that look bad. So, but to me, I'm like, I'm preparing for what God says. And I'm moving in faith that my in-law would take my stuff. Because, you know, they're my in-law. Moving in faith, they should care. Right? They cared last year. What's different? Oh no, that I don't have any money. I'm not the glowing, you know, trying person. Now I'm waiting on God. That person promises that my father is lying, that I'm mentally ill. And she's jumping on it because it's easier than actually admitting the truth. That means admitting that her son does love me when he's in the situation of himself. But let's leave that alone, right? So I'm moving in faith. Put the stuff that went around up, but she didn't like that, and I was like, just to give her ease, I moved the stuff from there to behind a friend's shop, and there's a space there covered in case it rained. I covered them so just to keep them there, just in case I need to pull them anywhere. But I had also another backup plan. Anything they could stay there-ish, because I'm pretty sure the area that people don't steal, but you know. They could stay there-ish because I trust the person. If not stay there, they could go in the shop when the shop should lock up. And by the next day, I have them move to where I can go and where they can go, and I can stay by a friend. So I'm not worried about anything, but I'm trusting God. So the day I spent just like, just to give her space to clean, as well as, you know, just in case somebody show up that day, I'm not in the way of the foreigners. And so I was like, you know, praying and kind of taking a nap too, because for some reason I got a little more drowsy because of the cleaning and taking care of kids and all that. So I got drowsy. And so I was out, not inside the house, but just like behind the shop, there at the table, and we're just chilling. Sometimes I chill and talk to my friend who owns the shop. Sometimes I help manage the shop when she's not around. So this shop is like right there in the yard. So it's not like a big deal, and it's not in the road or anything. It's behind the shop, neatly put away. So then the landlord's mom called me. I was like, why? Right? And she's gonna provide a solution. He's got to provide a solution. Boom. So I was like, all right. Went inside to the back room to talk. When I went in there, we were talking. She was saying she's worried. She has a daughter. She don't know where you're going. Because, I'm telling her and I'm trying to figure it out. I have nothing concrete yet. And I've trusted God before, where I've sit and wait in lobbies and He provide right then and there. I've sit and... So what's the difference now that it's coming close to God delivering? I have no issues, right? I shouldn't have any issue. So I'm like... I'm trusting God. I'm telling her all this, and she's like telling me stories of this. And yeah, man, if you trust God, I've seen this happen. And yeah, be careful of who you trust. And she's telling me all kind of stuff. And we're talking, and I'm sitting somewhere else, and she's talking, and we're just, talking back and forth. To then see someone walk through the door. We're in the back room. Nobody has knocked. Nobody announced himself, and walk in. And I instantly knew it was my father. I haven't seen him. It's right there. I left my parents' home to live in my car April 22nd. For about a month or two, until about July, I stopped going back to their house, and I was back. I never went to their house ever again. That day was the last time I've seen my father. The last time I've seen my mother after at the hospital, as my aunt sneaked in, said she's going to carry her without my permission first until the day off. I was like, whatever. So I saw my mother before. My father, I haven't seen since about June, July. Never seen a peep. Not a peep. Not a hint, not a glistening head top, because he has no hair, because he shaved it off. I haven't seen him until that very moment. He's walking towards me, grabbing me, and I'm like, leave me, because remember I made a video, like about a month ago, where I'm telling my father to leave, please leave me alone. I had to be running, because he had church members who were attempted to grab me, and I have witnesses. I didn't even see it happen. Somebody had to tell me to look through the window to see that somebody I knew growing up. I have pictures of that person smiling and hugging with them years ago. People I grew up with, ready to grab me. My aunt, which I was like, yeah, let's talk, dragging me outside, attempting to, but without trying to alert me to do that. So when I see my father, and he's not like this, hi Danielle, we need to talk, I'm worried. No, he came, Danielle. Oh, you know what I also found out from somebody else who witnessed what happened before, witnessed him coming into the yard. He's like, I see him in the say, I know him just come here and come fast, and he lick your hand on the metal thing, and he stormed into the house. Did not hear a knock or anything. I was like, how do you know me? He's like, I can hear your voice. You're loud. I was not loud. I was normal talking. But yeah, he can know my voice. Cool. Know my voice. Knock. I wasn't gonna run. I'm done running. I've never, other than the day when I saw that and I knew they weren't going to stop, I left and I hid. Then afterwards, I was done running. I was going to be like, yo, come. I'm ready to get lawyer and everything when we get that medical something. Come try me. Cause I'm not even running. So now he's grabbing me, and he's still grabbing me, and I said, leave me alone. Stop grabbing me. And even if I tried, now I'm on the ground. I'm trying to stand up, he's grabbing me. I'm like, at one point, now the lady says more people coming from outside, now inside, because now the lady saw all of that. And she's like, what's happening? And she's not sure why I'm reacting like that. But hello, that's trauma. And just, what the frick? You're now doing this like this? And you didn't even say, hey Daniel, let's talk. I'm not an unreasonable person. Never was. When my aunt came to talk, I was ready to talk. Why can't you come with that? Even if you still have your own plan now. You know what he looked like? He looked like he just came from the host. I even found out that they didn't even know where I was. They thought I was in Canada maybe, but or not. It was my in-law that did the greatest thing. Telling them, I heard they telling me now, I see you outside, did out there with your things them, and whatever. Anyways, the thing is, my father did not stop grabbing. I have to be physical. Let me go. Like, you're in my personal space. I don't trust you. You're attacking me. Why are you doing this? And you're grabbing me now, and you refuse to let go. You're hurt. You grab me and hurt. Now I have to now start like pulling on whatever, fighting to get free. Like, I'm the only business about running it. Just stop. Give me space. I had to bite him and kick. Even the lady when we were in the hospital now, because eventually, let's fast forward. Eventually, I said, I'm going to go. Because obviously not listening, everybody know, rile up. People who were once on my side, no longer on my side because of the whole situation where I tell you there's some children that need help, and I was going to. Those who follow me on Twitter, when I was like, yo, there's a situation, they must try me. And one of them, who was on my side the first time, now was like, you must leave, because I was not afraid to confront him in regards to that situation, because it's a child that's being abused, and I'm not going to sit around and allow it. So either you're going to let me help, or you're a hindrance, where if I have to, I'm going to go the extreme route, which is now putting people in prison, but I don't want to. So stop hindering me so I can help these children. So now everybody's like, whatever, you have to go, whatever. And I know I had to go because I start seeing everything. God is saying I have to leave. But at the same time, I'm not giving a solution. So I'm like, all right, God, you're saying let's go. But I'm going on my own terms because my parents wanted me, mind you, let's rewind now. While I'm now in there, people coming in, someone distinctly now, I trusted mediator, come in and say, yo, step back, no man, step back. That's the only way. You literally step back and gave me personal space. I don't need to run through no door or nothing. Just personal space. It was other people had to say sit and talk, and we're sitting and talking. Then he's on the phone. Yeah, you know she's fighting. She'll bite me. Come in if you get the police. And other people are saying, yeah, call police. I'm like, yeah, call police. If you call police, I'm 25. You walk in the house without announcing or permission, I don't care. Other people can now be on his side. I don't business. The landlord that was supporting me and helping me was not there. That's fine. But God is with me. So I'm never afraid. Call police. Please bring the police. Bring the police. I come with my ID. I'm ready to send me at 25. Why is he doing this? Mentally ill. I have medical records to say I'm not, and it's coming. Do you want to request it? I just even learned that you can request it now with official places. It comes faster. Let's request it. Yeah. But they could not get police. They were on the phone. Yeah. And then my uncle now, I'm like, he's on the phone with my uncle. I was like, hi uncle. Because I know if they stop this, I have no problems with nobody. I don't care what they think of me. And the uncle barely even said anything. And the uncle is telling, oh, you can't ambulance, I will come in that old lava, whatever, which means they want to put me in a restraint, a straight jacket, clean volatile or whatever. Or maybe even put an injection on me. Let's continue. So now I'm hearing that we're trying to talk. I'm saying, can you wait till next week for the medical record to show that I'm not mentally ill and you leave me alone? Because he's like, going off. I just want to know he's fine. I want to just make sure she's mentally good and she's not mentally ill. And I leave her alone. She can live whatever life she wants. That's all he's going off, you know. And everybody's saying, so I'm saying, can we wait for the one in Canada? Where, like, I was there for 7. And he said, no, it's against the law to hold, against 72-hour hold unless you're mentally ill and blah, blah, blah. And not incorporating all the information I keep saying. It's all because of protocol in weekend and it was a holiday. That's why I was there longer and the doctor was not there. I would have been released. She didn't medicate me. I have proof. Can we wait for that? If, like, literally, the documents would say whether or not I'm bipolar or not, and it's official from the hospital, can we wait or not? Nobody's hearing me. Like, everybody's just on until this one mediator come, whatever. And then he's just going off and he's not working with no, let's have a common ground to agree. So then I decided, because while I was waiting, I was like, no, nobody's not going to corner me without my possibility of leaving. Or I need space. I'm in this room with one more entrance or exit. I need space. No. You're not going to corner me. And I know what they do with the wellness buses. You come, and once you're calm, they come with somebody else and they inject you. Nah. And from early, I was like, how do I leave? How do I leave if I have to leave? And it's like the Holy Spirit's at the window. I was like, and I look at the window. And I remember just processing the window. And the Holy Spirit is in the window. So after a while now, when he's going off, it's like the window. The window is not even easy to open. So I turned around and I was like, frustrated, whatever. I'll open it with whatever tool that come with whatever. Realize I'm not being hindered. Nobody not stop me. And I say, once they said don't touch the curtain because you know you don't want to pull it down because it got pulled down from the whole altercation, the tossing and fighting. Why do I have to tossing and fight with my father? So he's tossing and fighting till the curtain fall, the curtain rod and the whole thing fall. So now she's like, oh, the curtain. I'm like, alright. So once we get the window open, realize the window behind you is the first floor. Not upstairs or anything. Take myself and jump through. Now I no slippers, no shoes. I run. I have no taxi. I have no shoes. I have not people. Somebody I trust had my phone. I have nowhere to go. I have no money. So it's like I knew God was like, just do what I'm going to tell you to do, or do it on your terms, but not with them. And I realized, okay, fine, cool. And I know not to trust them. They are going to manipulate the system. We'll get there. So, we run, go into bush, and by the grace of God, I get no maca in my foot, no nothing. The most that happened is my father, while I'm running, run after me, jump through the window too, and run after me. And close to when I'm coming back around to the front, he trips me or attempt to trip me to stop me. And it's almost like him stop himself and then push me. Or whatever it is to make me fall. I'm leaning against and something and scrape up my arm right or so. I don't know if you see it. So that's, and then afterwards I walk out to the front, and then I got upset again. I mean, loud. Everybody says, calm down, don't make a commotion. I'm like, no, I'm making a commotion for a reason. People are like, oh, you know, I recognize them. They're nice people. I was like, yes, they are nice people. I've never denied that. They help African people in Canada and all that. I can list off all the things they've done for people. That does not mean they're not controlling and they're going off. But let's clarify something, because somebody's going to bring. So while I'm in the middle of my rage and frustration that my own father, my daddy, come and grab and attack me. My daddy, I do that. My father, my dad, did that. So I'm in the middle of my traumatized. Can't trust you're grabbing me, and I have to be kicking, fighting, biting for you to give me some space. And after that, I have to be holding onto the bed foot. See, if you ever grab me and can't grab me, I'm move. And with the bed and everything that move with, right? He's now realize I'm not can get him now budge. He can't get me for budge. Him now a square around me now. I'm holding on to the thing. He's square around me, knee against me and everything. The only time he move, as I said, was when other people tell him to move, right? So I just had that, and I jumped through the window. All of that. And I'm now in the middle of my trauma and my rage and upset. Somebody's like, no man, just work with him, give him a chance now. How much chance should he get? How many chances should he get? So I'm like, whatever, yeah, but whatever, I'm going off now, you know. And I was swearing because I'm not upset. I don't care, man. Upset. And nobody knows the reason with me, because they're looking like, no, your father care, you love you. I was like, yes, but this is control. You didn't even come and say, hey, hands up. And then when I look like I'm attempting to run, then you go that far. You see, like me not have no clothes, and I fight everybody around me. I was calmly talking to someone. Then go that extreme. Let's now continue. A lady come and say, you know, when I was kind of like showing that I care. Right. Oh, when they walk with your mother to the car, and it's like she nearly faint. And what I said, which in that moment I knew it was wrong, but at the same time, I get to what I wanted to say or my point, but I was interrupted by, what? My mother did that, whatever. How you say that? What did I say? I said, I don't give a ask. Yeah. And I stopped myself. I was like, this don't right, nobody's not gonna understand. And they all went off. Anybody who was like, maybe she's unright, don't care no more. You said that boy your mother, and my mother dead. Yeah. Mind you, that's not what I mean. Like, I don't care about my mother. What I'm saying is, you saw my father go through the house, not even knock, no nothing, come, and you hear me screaming and saying, don't touch me, don't grab me, let me go, right? You could have stopped him long before. You could have prevented this round. Say calmly, let me go talk to her and get her outside. Let me talk to her. But you let him go. Hear all of that, right? All of that happened. And you're going to now give a performance, because it's a performance. That, mega fall, pressure. I do not care, because if you cared and you actually wanted to come from care and love, you done it right. So what you're doing is not because of care, I'm a worried, or oh my goodness, pressure. No, you're literally doing it because you want to show that, oh my goodness, I love RSA. I care, we care, might not, that not right, but you know what, let me fix it up, make it seem nice. Make it seem like, oh my goodness, my heart. If you cared, you wouldn't have allowed that to happen. That's what I was trying to imply, but I said the wrong words because I was in the middle of my rage and upset, and in the middle of the whole thing happening. I haven't even calmed down yet. You don't come, what are you trying to do? Tell me to be okay, I should be okay with what happened because my mother nearly fell, because she, her heart was beating too fast, and whatever, because of what she allowed my father to do. That's not care. That is not care. So I must, feel bad, and I get it. I used the wrong word. So I was sorry. I'm sorry, and I really am sorry. I do care about my mother. I care about my father too. But I don't care about that information at that time, because that information was not relevant. That's what I was trying to say. That information given me at that time is not relevant, because you're trying to devalue and what's it called? You're trying to dilute what I'm saying as invalid because my mother nearly fainted. So my feelings, my hurt, my scars, right now I still have a bruise here, my foot and more, don't matter because my mom nearly fainted because she allowed what happened. And is she remorseful? No. Is she fainting because she didn't want my father to happen? No. It's a performance. And I'm here just to simply say and finish it here. This is finished. The point of this video is this is finished here. This altercation with my parents, them continuing to do whatever, they'll continue. But as of my release or whatever, as of now actually, it is finished. Their whatever is done. The most they can do is get me to a hospital or institution, and I am here. I am at the hospital, but the truth cannot be changed. The truth is there that I'm not mentally ill. The doctors know when I came. The doctors know right through. No matter how they manipulated the truth and lied when they came and I gave them an opportunity, I said, here's your chance. You'll get to be in my life on my terms. Here's your opportunity. I thought this was the opportunity. Here's a chance for a second chance. Do the right thing. And they lied in front of my face. And the doctor, with his own bias, because he has a daughter or some trauma that he had before with someone who was mentally ill or is mentally ill. He said to this day this person still does XYZ. And that extreme scenario was the person was naked, running around, and he had to grab the person. And his valid point is they had to grab him then. So he's fine. My father doing whatever was fine. He didn't hurt you. He never intended to hurt you. Okay. But he went to extreme. The scenario you said about a naked person being grabbed, it needed because she's mentally ill. I was calmly talking to someone. You grabbed me. It's not like you said let's talk and I start running. Different story. Drastically different. And it's a comparison in the sense of a parent who hits someone and knocks them out, or things that will literally cause or could cause instantly death. In comparison to mine that is literally hurting me, that can eventually cause death. Because I brought here where there's literally there's no soap in any of the bathrooms here for the patients. I've noticed there's soap for the staff, and I go and get that soap because I don't have any. But a place where they don't have soap or tissue and more, sometimes out of sanitizer in the middle of COVID, that could risk my life. They call the police on me in a country where when you call police on what do you call it, wellness check, many people never even make it into the cruiser because they died. You put my life at risk. You did not attempt to hurt me in tough love, but you put my life continually at risk. And just because it didn't go, he didn't try to kill you, it's not nothing like hurt you like that in the moment. Deny my trauma, deny the truth of it. That doctor did that. But it doesn't change the truth. I'm not mentally ill. Nothing more they can do. They'll now have proof from Canada and Jamaica. It is done. I don't talk about it. I don't deal with it. This not gonna get dealt with again, publicly or privately, like this ever again. Everything else will be all legal. As of now, I've already set up in place legal steps that they cannot even try this again. It is done. It is finished. Zilch, nada, done. Done. That's all. Me now say, leave me alone. I'm not going to threaten nothing. It's already said. It's everything going legal. Told them even. I told them this is done. You're not in a relationship with me. After this, you keep doing this, you're going to be sued. You're going to be restraining order, everything. So everything done. I don't need no money even. I don't need a house or car or whatever they're going to tell people that they're going to offer or willing to give me. Nope. That's a plot of the devil trying to deter me from what God already said he's promising. Why am I taking less than what God promised? Just to make you look good. Why are you doing that now? Why didn't you do that then? Hey, you know. You're trying to pretty it up now so you can prove that you did these things. You're saying no. Oh, you pay for my medical, my schooling. And when I said to his face yesterday. Oh, so you're saying you pay for it when, this year? And he's quiet. When I start loading up the truth, don't it? Here's the thing. Don't need nothing from them. Don't need anything. It is finished. Done. Zilch. Everything is legal. When the time comes when God said they'll change, they'll get a chance to redeem themselves. That's it. Have a great day. Bye.